What's going on, y'all? This Low.
This is Key, and we're Low Key.
Welcome back, you guys.
Welcome back.
Just come to drop y'all some quick fire, more fire, and more fire. Today we're going to be talking about Groundhog Day. I say Groundhog Day because it reminds me of like you doing the same shit over and over again. Like the movie. Wasn't that a movie?
Groundhog
yeah, like
Day.
the movie. So if you looking to progress and push forward, sometimes you could get caught up in life cycles where you could feel like you just repeating the day before. And since we made a video about it before, that 90-something% of the actions you did today is the same as yesterday, because you moving off your subconscious.
Yep. And
you have to consciously use your energy to shift in order to make a change in your life. We have to consciously decide on the things that we want and wake up and push in that direction to get some sort of meaning out of life.
Absolutely.
You don't want to get caught in the hamster wheel of life and just like living to pay bills or saving a little bit of money, and you quickly find out that that could be very much unfulfilling if that's not what your goals are. What you think, bro?
Absolutely. It becomes a cycle, the patterns are just repeated. Everything you did the day before, you're doing it today, and you're going to continue to do it until you object. Like, you have to object yourself. You gotta figure out, I think, once you start setting the intention, like I know for me, if I'm doing something, I notice when I set the intention, like, what do I plan to get out of this? Like, what am I doing? Like, even with like a phone call, if somebody calls you and you don't have your mind on like, okay, so how's this gonna go, or how I want it to go, it may go a place that you don't even want it to go, and then you're just like, ugh, like, why did I? Yes. So instead of just repeating those same patterns, you have to disrupt it. You have to be a disruptor of patterns. You have to be like, no, this stops here, stops now. I want different. I want a happy, meaning, fulfilling life, you know? And I don't want to repeat the same thing I did yesterday. And if you do, you're not growing. It's just honesty. You're not growing, and you are becoming like in a game, just repeating the same thing over and over again. Over and over again, until you realize, you wake up and realize, like, yo, I'm wasting time. I'm not who I want to be. I don't look the way I want to look. I don't have the money that I want in my bank account. I don't have the freedom of like doing what I want to do. And the only way we gain freedom on the outside is first gain it in the inside. You have to be free in your thoughts. You have to be free in your relationships, in your friendships. Like, in order for something new to come in, you have to like clean out all the old. So those repeated thoughts that you have, those it's not serving. It's not serving. It gets you into a slump. Like, I know with me, like, if one thing goes wrong, I used to like just go into like everything's wrong, and then everything's wrong, and then everything's wrong, and then it becomes like this just nasty like way that you have. So you have to clean it up, like interject, like stop it.
You gotta become the person. You gotta become the person to be able to do the thing. So if where you at, if it's starting to become monotonous and tedious, that means you gotta use your will to shift what the hell you got going on.
I know one way.
Well,
we could do it. Okay, get you like a notebook or something, and just write down everything you do in that day.
There you go.
And reflect.
That's smart. And reflect. Most people write shit down and won't look at it. I know, because that's something I would do.
I done it.
So you gotta consciously write it down, and not even put it in notes in your phone, you gotta write that shit down.
Absolutely.
All that other shit, that's not.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta write it down so you could put your focus on it and reflect. Absolutely. And then you'll realize, like, damn, I'm doing the same. Because if you doing the same shit, an outside force has to act on that continuous path. And the outside force is your conscious will on the direction your life is headed. So if it's not, you know, if you trying to kill the groundhog or whatever the process is,
kill it.
Whatever the process is with the groundhog, we got to figure this thing out.
Yeah, because if you keep feeding them.
Know what I'm saying? Feeding them and feeding them. You ain't gonna go nowhere good. You got something else?
What's that?
I'm low.
This is Key and we're low key.
Peace.